Hello friends, myself Ravi Nanya, and today I am here with my Viva topic, that is difference between linked list and array list. So before starting about array list and linked list, I had already explained about the concept of collections and array list in my recent videos. So in today's video, we will see some basic difference between array list and linked list. So as you know that both the classes are let's say extended from an interface, that is list interface, which is extended from collection, and the collection is extended from iteration, iterator. Okay, so basically both the class extend the we can say interface, list interface. So there are some minor difference, but which is very we can say which provide difference between them. So in array list we can say it is a dynamic implementation of array. So in simple word, it is a dynamic implementation of array, and it is a dynamic array whose size can change while adding a element or reducing the element. So in we can say array list, we just use array inside it to store the element. If at the initial we create an array and we add some elements, add some limit when the length of array is fulfilled, or when all the elements are filled in the array. So at that time the array or the internal implementation is like that, it will create another array of double size, or we can say it is by default size, and it will store the elements of current array to the new array, and the new array will be reference will be assigned to the current array. So this is process in array. So when we need to store multiple we can say the array is useful while we can say retrieving or removing particular element, retrieving particular element from any location, because we have index. So using index we can retrieve any value from or any location value, or we can change or set any value at any particular location. So it is easy, but in array it is difficult to remove any element. Internally we can say externally it is easy, but internally it is very difficult, because when we need to remove one element of array having size 1000, and the location of that element is at 500, so we have to shift the remaining 500 element to left side. So it is a time consuming process. In the next part, that is linked list, in which basically it has two variables, or we can say one variable and one reference, or one data variable, and one is we can say next variable, which is a reference variable of node class. So in this we store element, and with that element we store the address or reference of the next element also. So in linked list we create a multiple object when we can say when we assign or put any add any value to our array list. At that time we create another object, and we pass the reference of that object to our already created object. So it is linked to each other through its references. So there is no, we can say, it doesn't store it like sequential, but it maintains insertion order. Both the list, that is array list and linked list, maintain their insertion order. So it means it will maintain the element as per the user input also. So the difference is like that. Array list is easy while we need to retrieve any value through an index. So So it is easy and fast to retrieve any value from any index, and it is also easy in array to set any value at a particular index. In other hand, retrieve any element or set any value to particular index, it is difficult in linked list, but to remove particular value from a location, or to add a particular value to a particular location, it is easy in linked list, but in other hand it is tough in our array list. So we can say that the advantages of array list is disadvantages of linked list, and the advantages of linked list is disadvantages of array list. So both having its pros and cons. So we have to decide in which situation we are performing work, whether we have work of adding multiple elements at multiple locations, or we need to retrieve an element from any location. So we have to decide it as per our need. So with this I like to stop here, and thank you.